At the luxury level, they already know what they want. They know the amount of money that they can spend. They're making these decisions, and it's not as though you're just a guide. You should feel more like a matchmaker. I'm Vanessa Fukunaga, and in this Real Estate Masterclass, I'm going to teach you about working with your luxury investors and being the ambassador of your local market. Luxury is really different to everybody, and when you're defining luxury, the implication is that you have a certain level of wealth. This typical demographic can purchase almost anything that they want in the world, and what you can't necessarily purchase is time, health, experiences with your friends and family, and so they're looking to do that. That's how they're defining luxury. The luxury is a set of very active grandparents that are buying a house where they know that it's going to be fun enough, active enough, and set up in a way that their children and their grandchildren are going to want to come and spend time there. And so as they're looking at these investments, they're not only looking for themselves, what makes sense on paper, what makes sense as far as a financial investment, but how does that create something where their friends want to come, where they know their grandchildren will want to choose that location and spend time naturally with their grandparents over going somewhere else and not spending time with them. People are wanting to typically invest for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it is simply on paper, and they're just looking for a straight ROI. There's no emotion in that. And so they're looking at the financial return on investment, what they're going to do with the property, if they're going to build and flip, or if they're going to use it as perhaps a corporate retreat. Others, from a luxury home standpoint, are also looking to gain all of their personal benefits out of it. And at the same time, these are very smart investors. These are smart business people. And so the ability to be able to purchase a home, a luxury home, anywhere in the world, being able to enjoy it with their friends and family, and then have it create an expansion in their financial portfolio for now, a year from now, 10 years from now, is what definitely people are looking at investing in. The means in which they're able to get in and out of these locations is vital, because why buy the second, third, fourth, fifth home if you can't go there often enough in order to realize the personal benefits or the financial benefits? And it's just as important as the home, the community itself, because they can use it, they can get there, they can send their friends or family there even when they're not there. And so the locations in which they're buying is vital. International brands are absolutely pivotal and more important now than ever, because we are dealing with home collectors from around the globe. A recognizable, trusted, credible brand is vital. It's vital to have your group of advisors that work with you, and it's vital for your clients, your home buyers, your home sellers, to know that this brand around the world, I know what it stands for. I know what it means. I know what level of service I'm going to get. And so I automatically trust you. You have a built-in level of credibility that really is the trampoline for the rest of your business. And you let that brand, and you let the DNA and the aesthetic and the history of that brand speak for you. And then if you can ride that wave, that is 10 steps forward beyond anything you could possibly do yourself. And then you are set up for the next play. These are people that love to enjoy life and experience that in other areas of the world, and they are doing that through real estate. So oftentimes in different resort areas, you will have a counter area or a home base area where people are going back to. So, if it's an Aspen Cabo, if it's a New York, LA, you have bi-coastal home investors or home collectors from around the world. The resort-style, community-based development homes and communities are increasing everywhere. People are loving, as home collectors, wherever they go. They also don't want to feel like a stranger, so they know, as part of a community or a branded residence area, when they go back to their different locations around the world, they already have a sense of community. They are already members at the golf club, so they're going to fly wherever to make sure they're playing in the club championship or in the member guest, or they know that during this time of year they're going to be hanging out with all of their friends socially. And so people are tending to lean towards these resort-style communities because it does offer a sense of community built in. They're building these relationships with other families and friends around the world. And so this also is a reason why they will go back to these different areas, because it's, number one, financially sound to invest, but also it's enjoyable for them, and they're not coming in blind. They're not starting from scratch. They know their friends are already going to be there during a particular time of year. The best piece of advice I would give breaking into the luxury vacation niche would be the same advice I would give to anybody. It would be, wherever you are local. So whether it's a big city or a resort location, be the local. Make yourself knowledgeable. Make the great connections with the people that know the best in all of the different aspects as far as real estate. And then be authentic. It cannot be oversold just to be yourself. So no matter who you're relating to or interacting with, just be authentic, be genuine. Being yourself is the most important thing. And after that, make yourself as knowledgeable as possible, because you want to be able to answer those questions when they're teed up to you. Where do you go? Who do you know? How do I buy? How do I sell? What are my tax implications? You want to be absolutely ready with all of that, but it really starts with building that trust. And being a local is imperative, because you don't know. It's impossible to know all these little things that other people would never otherwise know if they didn't live there full time. The smartest move, in my opinion, is also to engage the people that are the experts in that area. Don't pretend like you know everything. You need to be knowledgeable enough in order to guide them to the local experts. So your local accounting experts, your local lawyers. If you're gathering all of these experts and you're that conduit, it actually makes you the expert. Then you find your EV shop, you find your EV friend or friends, and grow your business. The biggest trend is wellness. You see that everywhere online. To be well, to be healthy, typically is something that you can't buy. And so as people are looking to invest in properties around the world, wellness is a big, big attraction, because they can have all the fancy things in the world. But being able to have that home, that new property in the location where it also feels good to their health, there's a big trend in terms of farm to table everything. We have some new properties on the market where it's taking wellness to the next level. The homes are being built with infrared already built into the bathrooms. And this is at a farm-to-table restaurant compound that is a huge development, but is maintaining this level of wellness. And even in the property you buy, the different facets of a home or the properties being solar, sustainable, looking at more outdoor space rather than indoor space, saltwater pools versus other types of pools. It's all these different elements that people are weaving into their real estate offerings that people are really attracted to. The misconception is that at this level, they're not just another human being. They're not the same kind of person that has families and needs and wants to spend time with their grandkids and make sure that they're creating or buying some kind of a legacy home that they can enjoy with their friends and family. The misconception is that they aren't going to eat the same kind of food, that they're not going to want to go to your local taqueria, that they want everything fancy. And so just relate, not impose your preconceived thoughts onto people because they may have a different financial level than you. And so if you can throw all of that away and just deal with somebody and relate to them as just another human being, number one, you can foster a great relationship and create friends that you may not have otherwise, but also you're going to be highly successful.